All right, all my Science 8 kiddos, here we go, continuing with our COVID distance learning experience with the six kingdoms. Today, we're going to take a look at kingdom number 4, the kingdom fungi. Here we go. Characteristics. Keep it simple here, right? Okay. They are all eukaryotic. That means all of their cells have a nucleus. We've talked about that 1,000 billion kabillion times. Most are multicellular. Some are unicellular, and I'll point that out when we go over the examples. But there's no doubt, overwhelmingly, most of this kingdom is multicellular. The cell walls, whoops. There we go. Sorry, my battery warning came on. The cell walls have something in them called chitin. Chitin, it's an amino polysaccharide and makes the cell wall relatively strong, which is different from plants. You'll see when we get to plants there, you're going to use something called cellulose. But fungi are going to use chitin. Okay? If you don't know what chitin is, it's the same stuff that's in the exoskeletons of arthropods like lobsters and shrimps and that kind of stuff. Okay? They are external heterotrophs. Now that means they get their food from an outside source, but this word means digestion is on the outside. So they use chemicals to digest their food on the outside, and then they draw it back in through diffusion through their bodies. It's pretty cool. It has to be kind of the same way, like if you had your hand, you would just spit on your pizza, let your spit digest the pizza till it was like a primordial oozy soup, and then you'd stick your hand down in there and you just draw that pizza up out of there. Well, that's how fungi feed. Doesn't sound very fun for us, though. All right, next. Reproduction is sexual, and there is some asexual reproduction with alternation of generation. Obviously, we're in class. I could do a little bit more detail, but in this distance learning stuff, let's just keep it simple, you know? Okay? Examples. Oh, no, not example. What are these? Now, fungi are actually just made up of rows or series of cells attached end to end. You can see they kind of like little branches. And then all of these little structures then start to wrap and weave around each other. And then that's on a microscopic level. And then eventually you see the whole fungus. These are called hyphae. That's why I hate PowerPoint. They have filamentous bodies. These are called hyphae. Filamentous means, I already explained that, cells in long chains. And then that creates the hyphae. Okay, here we go. Now let's take a look at some examples. Anybody know what that one is? Anybody know what that is? Well, that's bread, but that's not bread I'm going to eat. That's black bread molds. And I'm sure somebody listening to this video has left bread on the counter or in the closet too long, and this has happened. You just get that one piece and that little piece of crust, and you forget about it. Next thing you know, you're growing mold. Okay, next. Anybody know what that one is? Because the season for hunting them just ended, and I don't mean you hunt them with a gun. You just walk around in the woods and find them. Ah, those are delicious edible mushrooms. Very delicious. Those are morels. I'm sure some of you said that already. Okay, let's do the next one. What's that? And it's referring to this guy right here. And if you don't know this, when they're collecting these, oftentimes they use pigs to find them. And it's not the chocolates either. These are truffles. And there's black truffles and there's white truffles. And they are the most expensive fungi on the planet. If you want to do something fun, go on your phone, get onto Google, onto the interweb, and then look up the price for a pound of truffles. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Actually, they'll probably do it in ounces because it's so expensive. Next. What's this one? See? Microscopic, single-celled, and they're reproducing. See those little buds? Anybody know what those are? I don't know. If you had bread today, you know what those are. Yes? Those are yeast. And this is the example of unicellular bacteria, yeast, which is what we use to proof when we're making bread so that the bread rises. It's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, who knows what these are? Anybody know what these are? These are all different types, by the way. Yeah, ding dong. Hello, ding dong. Those are mushrooms. Pretty simple. All right, next example. Anybody know what this is? Now, when these dry out after they're done reproducing, they get like a really, like a dark brown color, and then you can gather them up and you can have like little fights with your friends. It's kind of like a poor man's paintball. You know what these are? These are puffballs. And I know you've done this before. They're not as fun when they're in this state right here. Okay, next. Ooh, what's this? What's this? What's that guy doing? Look at that house. Yep. This is mold and mildew. They're actually in the same same category, so we'll put them together. This is mold, mildew, mold and mildew. Next. Oh, sorry, that was it. And I know that was brief, but if we were in regular class, we would have been zooming up to the PSSAs. So we're just going to do really quick hitters. So make sure you take these notes, print them out, write them down, whatever you want, have them with you, because we have a quiz on fungi coming on Monday. Quiz coming on Monday. Get ready. We'll see you next time.